Yeah, and then we'll.
Alright, you ready? It's time. Good evening, this is a regular meeting of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Victory Gardens held on October 8, 2019. Call this meeting to order and declare a quorum present. Would everybody please rise to the pledge of allegiance to the flag of the country and please remain standing for a moment's
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May be seated. This meeting has been advertised in one newspaper, the Daily Record, in compliance with the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act. Attendance?
Councilwoman Cheatham. Here. Councilman Glass.
Here.
Councilwoman Hedgepath. Here. Councilwoman White. Here. Councilman Lorenzo.
Present.
Councilwoman Garcia Montez.
Present.
Motion to accept the minutes from September the 24th, 2019.
So motion to accept the minutes from September 24th, 2019 as received. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Correspondence?
There is no correspondence.
No correspondence. Vouchers.
I have a question on number 10003 for the animal hospital roster. It says a kitten was hit by a car and brought in by animal control officer on September 13th. Do we know whose kitten it was?
We don't.
Who wrote the letter? Who wrote the letter? This letter?
When's,
The letter said, okay. What's ACO called?
animal control officer.
Oh, okay, Jerry.
That was probably somebody up at the, animal hospital.
Animal hospital called, kitten's okay, broken bones, has fleas, had to do a blood transfusion. Not normal yet. The rear of her movement is not normal, but they do not think that it was a result of the accident, that the kitten already had that. What I'm wondering is, it's a stray cat kitten, so it's a stray. And right now, it's with one of their workers, right, a cat?
Yes.
And how long are they gonna keep it? Because we're paying for it.
No, we're not paying for it after they did whatever they did to it and got it back up and okay. They are taking it, as a foster and trying to adopt it out. And we do not pay
After
after.
the 640.
Right, right.
And did Jerry go to the houses down there to see if it was one of the people down
Yeah,
there?
he asked around, but nobody, of course, is not gonna say it's theirs.
That was the only question I had.
Any other questions on any of the vouchers? If not, I'd like a motion to pay the bills. Motion to pay the bills.
Second?
Roll call.
Councilwoman Cheatham.
Yes.
Councilman Glass.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hedgepath.
Yes.
Councilwoman White. Yes. Councilman Lorenzo.
Yes.
Councilwoman Garcia Montez.
Yes.
Okay, no department report.
Not at this meeting,
Okay, old business. Publishing and adoption of puppy mill ordinance.
Okay, so what we do, I read it by title only, an ordinance amending section 23-10 of revised general ordinances, Borough of Victory Gardens, prohibited uses established. And then we have to open it to the public for comment from them.
Okay. I'd like a motion to open the meeting to the public on on any comments about the adoption of the puppy mill ordinance?
So motion to open the meeting to the public pertaining the adoption of puppy mill ordinance.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Jim Gino, 50 Franklin Road, Victor Garden. I was looking over the ordinance, I was surprised it was only 1 page long. I looked at other towns, they were 6 pages, 9 pages, and they went into great detail about it. A lot
Well,
of
the planning
stuff.
board does its work is consolidating things.
Yeah, but I mean, they have definitions in there of what a puppy mill is. They go all out. I mean, you can't consolidate too much.
It's 2 pages, actually.
You can't count the last page. If it was on a legal form, it would be 1 page.
Okay.
Because in the let's see, 1, 2, 3, the third whereas, because I'm not gonna read it. I think you have a typo in there, point that out.
Should be pet instead of per.
Yeah, well, maybe when you do the final, you correct that. Now, is this ordinance only for reference to pet stores?
No, it says any organization at the bottom, last line.
Okay, because I'm a little confused. It says, it talks about it's for offering for sale, delivery, bartering, auctioning, giving away dogs and cats. But then you go down to the next paragraph and it says that it repeats it
Right.
and it says disposing of pets including, but not limited to, mammals, cats and dogs, insects. I mean, insects? I mean, where did that come from? Birds, fish, reptiles, amphibians, by any organizations. Now, what does any organizations mean?
Any organization.
Any organization that's gonna set up a little stand and decide on their.
Okay, so the private individual that has a litter of puppies in town, they can't come down to say, whatever the name of this place is, a dog place.
Your dog's pregnant?
No, it's a male, and he's neutered.
Well, you make
I
that
understand what you're saying, just.
So if they wanted to come down and use their establishment, because people do come in with dogs, and some do like to adopt dogs, and if they're giving them away, you're saying that a private citizen can't come down and use their facilities to accelerate the adoption of puppies instead of letting them
Mhm.
become strays? That's what you're saying. This
Yeah.
applies to everybody,
Yeah.
a private individual as well as organizations.
Well, if you're a
Doesn't
private
say
individual,
private.
why don't you just give them away from your house?
Doesn't
Or
say
go give them to your friends.
But a lot of times you get more traffic if you go over to this dog place.
That's exactly,
Or
no.
maybe if you go,
That's,
what?
no, that's what this ordinance is stating the fact as.
It doesn't say private.
Yeah, but it's kind of vague, because it says basically that, it prohibits. And then it goes on to talk about other animals that are not, which I don't know why you have them in there. By any organization, but what do you consider an organization? Because you don't have that defined in here, there's no definition of organization. I mean, there are other towns that have the same ordinance, and they do exempt rescue places and places that adopt, there's plenty of reputable places out there that they rescue animals and adopt them out, because that's how I got mine. And I know he didn't come from no puppy mill.
Well, some of those that we don't know, some
Well,
of
no,
Well,
if they're a
no.
reputable rescue group, you're gonna know, like 11th hour, everybody
Mhm.
knows,
Right.
I'm sure they have state licenses.
Mhm.
And Hubert.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, they're reputable, cause they went to Puerto Rico and got a whole bunch of dogs. So I mean, they're overwhelmed with animals to adopt, and you're basically saying that these organizations can't come anywhere near this town.
correct,
That's right.
because we don't know the
That
background.
Randolph has the same ordinance, but they've exempted those organizations.
Well, you
That's
can go up
Randolph.
to 11th hour, or you can go to St. Hubert, so they don't have to come into Victory Gardens.
Yeah.
Well, that to me, I think is a little discriminatory that you're saying
No, it's
every
not.
organization.
Well, it's not the council that did it, it's the planning board that did it. So you're
But-
arguing with
but
the wrong
buck-
people.
The buck stops with you guys though. And if the attorney was here, he might agree with me, the council has a right to modify this.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, we don't. We'd have to send it back to the planning board.
Well, that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do.
And I'm on the planning board, so this is what we agreed to.
That's
Well,
exactly what
I
it
think
is.
it's very vague about this whole thing, and then you threw in insects, where did that come from?
I don't know.
You don't know.
They fly around.
So if I wanna catch lightning bugs, I can't go and
No.
sell them.
No,
Uh-huh. I mean, that's a little ridiculous.
well, whatever.
So why don't you remove the parts except for the dogs and cats?
That's what planning board agreed to.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up. I'm
I
gonna get
can't
the
remove it,
minutes.
the planning board removes it. Who knows when we're gonna do it?
Yeah, right, who knows? I just think you need to rethink this.
Well, thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
For your opinion. We
Yeah.
love that. Anyone else? I'd like a motion to close the meeting to the public.
So motion to close meeting to the public pertaining to puppy mill ordinance.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I'd like a motion to adopt the ordinance, the puppy mill ordinance.
Motion to adopt puppy mill ordinance.
Roll call?
Councilwoman Cheatham? Yes. Councilman Glass?
Yes.
Councilwoman Hedgepath?
Yes.
Councilwoman White? Yes. Councilman Lorenzo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Garcia Montes?
Abstain.
Okay, the next one. Sign contract.
Yeah, the attorney did not get the contracts from the window company, so we'll have to sign them at the next meeting.
Okay, so we're gonna put that on hold.
Mhm.
I'd like a motion to open the meeting to the public.
Oh, I know.
Motion to open meeting to the public.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I got a question on
Your name and address.
Oh, Jim Giannone, 15 Franklin, you know me.
Yeah, I know you, but for the
Get to the
record,
point.
Yeah, the record knows me
could be
too.
somebody
Yeah, Judge.
imitating your voice.
003. $821, that was money spent on one cat?
Yes.
Kidding. Kidding.
Let me ask you, did anybody check to see if it was microchipped? To find the owner?
8 weeks old.
Oh, you can get a microchip.
They x-rayed it and everything, it says here.
But they did they scan for microchip to find who owned it?
I'm pretty sure. We don't know. Let's assume they did. If they x-rayed it.
Well, I wouldn't assume, I would ask. I mean,
Well, Jerry
Yeah.
knocked on doors where it was to find out if anybody,
because if you have a sick pet, and you just let it go and figure, well, the town will pick it up and I don't want it no more, then it becomes the burden of the taxpayers.
yes, it does.
So,
Check that.
is it standard policy that they scan for microchips when they bring an animal in?
I'd have to ask them.
Can you find out?
Mhm.
I mean, do we know, we know who's got cats and dogs here legally registered with the town, right?
Yes, we know the legal ones.
Was there a kitten?
There's a whole lot of animals running around here that people don't get licenses for.
Yeah, well, that's an enforcement issue you're gonna deal
We'll do
with.
that for you, Jim.
Well, my dog is microchipped, so, but you don't have to worry about him running straight.
And he has a
Um,
collar.
And he's fixed.
Huh?
And he's fixed.
And he's fixed.
And he has a GPS collar.
I know there was talk at the last meeting, that one of the other residents brought it up, but has anybody looked into the issue of the water bills? Because the water bills have almost tripled in this town, in some cases. I mean, has anybody contacted the town of Dover? I mean, I know Debbie has, you contacted the water department. You still haven't gotten an answer from them?
I haven't gotten an answer from the administrator over in Dover.
Well, the
But I did
administrator's gonna-
talk to the water department.
Because the water commission is separate from the
Yes.
town. They don't answer to the town at all, really.
No, but the town has to adopt the ordinances if the prices are going up. The
Yeah.
water department doesn't do it.
Right, because I know Mr. Feintuck had asked if you could look into if there was any, notification that was made to the
Mhm.
borough.
Yeah, we haven't
I don't
heard
remember,
back from anybody yet, but I put some calls
I
out.
don't remember seeing anything going out in the bills to say, 'Cause when you
No,
get
there
bills,
was
you get
nothing in the
postcards.
bills, but, the ordinance was in the paper. It was advertised in the paper.
Yeah, but most people would think that's town of Dover. They wouldn't assume VG residents are gonna look,
Well, everybody knows that they pay their water bill to Dover.
well, you would think.
Nobody comes here and pays it.
You would think, not all landlords charge let the tenants pay the water bill.
Not everybody
Yeah.
gets the paper either.
Well, that's true
It's
too.
true.
On the computer, right?
But, you know, this is a little ridiculous that the costs have gone up.
Oh, yeah, especially as much as they have.
So let me ask you, why can't the council have somebody here, have Debbie write a letter to the Dover Water Commissioner, superintendent, and ask for an explanation on why we are getting charged so much money that we're getting charged? Because making phone calls, is never, you're just getting the runaround.
Did Dover's rate go up too?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh.
But it wasn't brought to our attention
No, it
at the
wasn't.
town.
Well, they'll say they
How it
legally
works.
advertised it, they did all the legal stuff, which is probably true,
Mhm.
but you would think they would give a heads up to the neighboring town.
Mhm.
I mean, I
And
wonder
so we
Randolph
could tell
had
our
one.
people here that the water bills were going up,
Right.
which they did.
They did.
And on top of that, what are we getting for these increases? I mean, you know, they get a lot of money and they spend money like water. But what are we getting for the money that we're spending on water that we consume up here? I mean, we're not getting any main water mains replaced, are we?
Well, if they come up, they replace them.
No, I was told unofficially, the reason why they don't even wanna come up here and touch anything is because they're so old that once they touch it, everything starts to fall apart.
Well, with their lines, they're gonna have to take care of them eventually.
Well, that's why they don't wanna come up and fix any water leaks, because once they touch it, it's a domino effect.
That's the same
Well,
thing in
we're
any
paying
town.
for it. so
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
but most towns have a plan in place when they say we're gonna raise rates, but we're going to do infrastructure repair and upgrades.
Well, we'll
That's what
find
I
out.
wanna find out, what are they
Well,
doing?
we will find out.
As, you know, we get well water. So it's not like the ground decides to raise the rate to the town of Dover, say we're gonna raise the rate. You know, it's water underground that they get from a well. We're not buying it from somewhere else. So hopefully I'll have an answer on that next meeting, right, Debbie?
Maybe.
Well,
maybe
depends on if they
that's-
answer me or not, but. we'll
Put a
try.
little pressure on them. Put your foot down.
Yeah. How about you put your foot
Very
down
good.
and you go.
I have no
you go
authority.
find
Everybody in
out.
town.
I have no authority.
You know everybody in town.
Anyone else from the public?
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
Good evening, I'm Pastor Tim Hart from the Garden Chapel, 89 Washington Avenue, Victory Gardens. Also, one of the recipients for the Dover and Victory Gardens Municipal Alliance. We did some great things for the backpack giveaway, and we've spoken with Jonathan, who was a volunteer in Victory Gardens that really put together some great things to partner with the Municipal Alliance, Victory Gardens, and the church to bless a lot of kids with backpacks and free haircuts. So we're planning to do something similar for a community meal right before Thanksgiving on Saturday, November 23rd from 1 to 4 p.m. We're going to have
I'll donate.
2 people that have been affected by drugs and alcohol through as part of the Municipal Alliance mission statement, come and just share about their gratitude to getting help and the opportunity for others to get help. So all are welcome and invited to come and partner with us. Next Tuesday, we're gonna have a volunteer meeting just to kind of go over more details. And it'll be from, at the church, and it'll be from 6 to 7 p.m. All are welcome. What we also wanna do is just not inviting people to come and have a meal with, for the community and give out information about drugs and alcohol and prevention, things like that. We also want to bring meals to those who are sick and shut in on that day, just a part of being a part of the community. We've done it in the past. Now that we have this partnership through the Municipal Alliance, we thought we would do this together. We already met with Jonathan, so again, it's anyone is welcome. Jonathan came, I think, was it 2 council meetings ago?
The big guy.
He was our
He was a
Santa,
volunteer,
they did the Halloween party and the Santa, and the Christmas
The
party.
big guy,
Her friend.
right?
So you're partnering with him,
No, it just
Municipal
was
alliance.
volunteers.
because
So,
he's not on municipal lines.
No.
no, it's,
Yeah,
he's just a
he's a
volunteer.
volunteer.
Mhm, okay.
Mhm.
But he helped, really raise a lot of awareness for the book bags and got a lot of people to donate book bags and stuff, so. It's through our organization and the municipal alliance.
It was really nice what you had at the church that day when it came down. A lot of people were blessed with what everyone there was doing. And that we need this, because the kids don't have anything.
We've done a lot of events in the past and we can get 25 to 50. We had a lot of community volunteers and raised a lot of awareness. There were young men from Victor Gardens, Dover, and surrounding Morris County areas that came at 8 o'clock in the morning to help set up, stay the whole time. Everything was donated, music was donated and things like that. So we're looking to capitalize on that and do more things. And the partnership is, again, as part of the mission statement of the municipal alliance. So that's it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
doing
Thank
great.
you.
And you're doing great.
Thank you, Pastor.
Thank all of you for your service too.
Thank you.
And what time is that on the 23rd?
6 p.m.
The
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, 1 to 4
1
p.m.
1 to 4? Okay.
1 to 4, yeah. Thank you. Anyone else from the public? Okay.
If they were nicer to us, we wouldn't do
I'd
it.
like a motion to close the meeting to the public.
So motion to close our meeting to public.
All in favor?
They've been nicer to us.
I'd like a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So motion to adjourn our meeting.
All in favor?
Aye.
Take care, everybody.
I'm going to a lot of ways. I can go my way. So I said, no,
That's what I said.
It's